Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you enjoyed my overview of the SBLD hybrid meter and tool bag from Veto Pro Pack. Today I'm going to ask you guys for suggestions. This is my viewer suggestions video for how I should load this thing out. I'm going to be using it for a grab and go maintenance bag that's going to be used in mostly indoor finished spaces. I have my core set of tools that I'm going to have on my person, and all the larger tools in here are going to complement what I keep in my MP1 pouch and then some of my other setups. So let me pause the video. I'm going to load a couple tools in here, and then we're going to talk about what fits in here and what doesn't. Okay, here we are, guys. So I have a few tools loaded in here, just some preliminary thoughts. I am pretty impressed with how deep these screwdriver pockets are. I have the heavy-duty Weehaw demolition screwdriver. That was a must. No compromising there. In this pocket on the far left here, I have my 10-inch Knipex Cobras. On this side, I see a lot of guys use this little unused space to the side since this doesn't have side pockets, and it works perfectly there. It's pretty snug, fits nice. I have my little O-light on top here. I have just a little Milwaukee hanging tape measure, my stud buddy. I have my two aux, my pencil and my marker shoved in the same pocket here just because these pockets aren't super deep. So having them shoved in here like this makes it easier to pull just the pencil out when you need it. We'll see. I'll probably play around with that some. A must is the Klein, was it the 65-200 bit ratchet? Definitely got to have that on side. You can see I have two sizes of Vera Jokers, the adjusting wrenches on this side, and I got this idea from Morgan's Maintenance. Since I have my 8-in-1 Klein stubby in the Riley sheath, it fits perfectly in these little side pockets. Then you can, oops, let's see if it locks in there. Well, it should be pretty easy to pull out. It is kind of chilly out here, so that probably doesn't help with the plastic. Pretty happy with that. Let's see. So the remaining 3 screwdriver pockets. I definitely want to have my Weehaw 26-in-1 Ultra driver. Probably put that over here. That's a long screwdriver, and look how, I mean, that's about the same length as a fixed screwdriver. And look how nice it fits down in these pockets. Now, I would like to have an insulated option. I'll probably throw this 2-in-1 flip blade Klein in here. Probably here. Now the question is, for ratchet drivers, do I want to put my Phalo Organic K, the adjusting? This is a super beefy ratcheting. I wouldn't even really consider it a screwdriver. This is just a ratcheting handle bit driver. Do I want to keep this in here? It's pretty heavy, but you can't do much with it because you have to have onboard bit storage to use with it. So maybe I should throw my ratchet or impact ratcheting 11-in-1 from Klein in here. That fits pretty nice. I like the look of that. Now if I do this, then I'm probably going to want to keep another piece of Klein gear with me. We'll get into that later. I definitely want to have the Icons, the slip joint pliers. Let's see. Probably can slip these down in here. Maybe I should do handle down. I know a lot of guys don't like that. Yeah, that fits pretty snug in there. And they stay out of your way when you're grabbing screwdrivers. Pretty nice. Might move this a little bit. As far as other pliers, so I would like to have 2 10-inch pairs of water pump pliers in here. The only other ones I have are the Weehaw auto adjusting. Maybe I'll keep these in here. The other option is I don't have any yet, I could get a 10-inch pair of pliers wrenches to complement the 7-1/4 Cobras and plier wrench that I keep on my main pouch. But for now, I think these will work until I kind of make up my mind. Let me know, is it worth getting the Knipex, the 10-inch pliers wrench? Should I try the Kleins? What would you guys like to see? I can do kind of a comparison. I do have the 7-1/4 pliers wrench from Knipex here, but I think the 10-inch ones, they go up in price pretty good. So one trouble with these auto-adjusting pliers is the mechanism gets bumped whenever you pull it in and out of the bag. Probably would have to run them like this, but I can still get my screwdrivers in and out easily. What else do I want to do for pliers? Definitely want to have the diagonals. These are the Weha power, I forget what they're called. Anyway, they have the power button for high leverage. Probably stick those in there. I was keeping my Knipex twin grips in my main pouch, but I think I might stick these in here as well. I can just see myself using them a lot. Maybe not enough to keep them on my person all the time, because I have the 7 1/4 pliers wrench, 7 1/4 Cobras here. And so that fills out pretty nicely for the pliers portion. But with these large pockets, you have enough room. Really, you could shove 2 pliers in at once, as long as that doesn't bother you, and it actually makes them a little bit more snug. Otherwise, they're, you know, like the twin grips are pretty loose in here. So let's go on to the front pouch here. I was curious about how large this front pouch is. It's actually pretty big. Let's see. I'll measure it. The flap is 6 3/4 inches long, but really the space is, you know, like 7 1/4 wide, I should say. So I was wondering, will my Tool Check Plus, I have the metric sockets in here right now. I also have some imperial sockets. Will it fit in here? Let's find out. Yeah, it does actually. It's pretty snug. Pretty snug. I know some guys have said you can fit it in here. Yeah, see, it's pretty snug. Let's see if I can pull it back out now. Guess you just have to be picky which way you go. They will remove this screwdriver add-on piece. That's an option. I'll have to look and see. I can't remember how exactly that pulls off. Although I do like having the little mini stubby handle on there. It's actually pretty handy. So I might play around with that. I also just have some little Milwaukee bit cases. Oops, there goes my light. Anyway, I do have some small Milwaukee bit cases and other bit cases. I mean, even that's pretty thick compared to the Tool Check. Almost double the thickness. But that's definitely an option if I want to. Another thing I was thinking, if I keep the ratcheting 11-in-1 in here, then I probably would keep in the back compartment here, if I didn't need a meter and I wanted to carry an impact driver and not just a drill driver, I probably would keep the 65-300 Connect set, because it works with all of my Klein tools basically that I have in here. And you know, that fits in there pretty nice. It's snug if you shove it in the pockets, or you could just run it without the pocket. I mean, you could even remove this V-swap panel if you are so inclined. Get it? That's a pretty heavy set. I do feel like having a pass-through wrench, a ratcheting wrench, would be nice in certain circumstances, but it is more of an electrical install kind of tool, whereas the BitCheck Plus has all of the bits. I wouldn't have to worry about storing, you know, a bunch of other bits in here. So let me know what you guys think. Should I modify the Tool Check Plus and stick it up in here and then only really have room for a few little bits besides that? That would give you a lot of capability. I mean, really, you don't even have to shove it down in there. You can keep it like this, and it closes nice. And of course, you can throw some other small bits in here if you want to. Throw your Malcos in there. See, it does make it a little bit tight, but not too bad. I know these pockets will expand over time. Just have to play around with it a little bit. Another thing I was thinking about, if I don't end up keeping my ratcheting 11-in-1, because this is more of my primary electrical screwdriver, then I could keep my Vessel USB Plus in here. course, it uses all the different bits. Could keep that in there. Fits nice. Fits nice and snug. And I could even just keep my ratcheting and 11 one in my pouch. I could swap them back and forth. So that's an option. What else did I want to show you? I'm going to have this bag set up one of two ways. I'm either going to have my newer version of this Flexi Click set up in here with a couple of the attachments, which actually, let me get some of these down. I do have the attachments on this cool chuck rack. If you're on Instagram, check him out. I think he also has some YouTube videos. This is a 3D printed accessory that fits all of your click-on chucks for Bosch Flexi Click. He also has a version for the Milwaukee M12 driver. If you want me to do a full video on this, this is really cool. If I was to keep the Flexi Click in here, I probably would keep my right angle and my offset chuck in the bag here. And of course, there's plenty of room down in there. This is a lighter drill, but if I wanted to have a bunch of impact rated accessories in here and more sockets and things like that, I just keep my Milwaukee M12, my just daily driver, down in here. Of course, I like using the larger battery on it, so we'll try that out. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a final loadout video after I get some input and I play around with it and see what I like. But I hope you guys like these kind of videos and don't mind listening to me ramble. This is a really versatile bag. If you're a handyman, maintenance guy, if you do a lot of service calls, whether you're HVAC, electrical, plumbing, check this thing out. There's plenty of videos here on YouTube, and I hope they continue with this design. If they expand it, or make larger versions, or maybe make a blackout version of this bag would be really cool. Maybe give us a little bit more space for hand tools up in the front. Let me know what you guys think. Should they do that? I know they're probably never going to watch these videos, but I really enjoy making them, and I love hearing from you guys and getting ideas. So we'll catch you on the next video.